Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raity's Rides, and I am at the Reeves Motorsports Gathering. It's the first Saturday of every month here in Tampa, Florida. Walking around the show, and I came across this 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution MR. If you don't know anything about the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, they've been making them for years upon years upon years, many different generations. It started obviously with the EVO 1, and it worked its way all the way to the final edition, which is the EVO 10. So unfortunately, Mitsubishi, because of their poor marketing and poor planning with their money, decided to axe out the car, and now we don't have any more really fun cars for Mitsubishi. Remember, they once made Lancer Evolutions. They once made Mitsubishi Eclipses and 3000 GT VR4s and all that great stuff. Now we got a bunch of SUVs, so and a Mirage. Nothing really to talk about, but we definitely have plenty to talk about with this car. This car was meant to go up against the Subaru WRX STI in rally competition, and for years, with Mackinnon behind the wheel in the World Rally Championship, championship after championship after championship in a row, dominated that all-wheel drive. And with the Evo 10, it still had that rally heritage that last final year. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Evo 10. What I like about the Evo 10 is I like it when it's finished in wicked white. So I'm glad that we came across this. This white is called wicked white. That is the name of the color from Mitsubishi. I do like the way they restyled the headlights, and I do like the functional venting for brake cooling and whatnot that is right there by the fog lights. Now, to be honest with you, if I was to go get an Evo, my favorite year is going to be the Evo 9. That ended in 2007. So Evo 10s went from 2008 all the way to 2015, that last edition. You can't get them anymore. This one's an MR, and I'm going to show you some of the MR specifics about this car. But I do really like the open grille that they were running on the new Evo 10. One of the ways to know that it's a MR is this chrome trim around the front. Not really a big fan of the chrome trim. I wish they would have came up with a better way to differentiate the MR from the standard Evo GSR. But this does have the same aluminum hood as a GSR. These are functional heat extractors, and I love the central scoop here, right smack dab in the center. Because it is aluminum, it's going to be a lighter hood. We're trying to lower that center of gravity. Let me go ahead and swing around the back of Tom here and show you another MR specific. These are forged Bbs wheels. These are specific to the MR. You can obviously get these wheels and put them on a GSR. GSR is going to have traditional cast aluminum wheels. So I really like the finish of these Bbs wheels. There's our traditional 4-piston Brembo calipers. The MR also has aluminum hats. Now, if you don't know what an aluminum hat is, I don't know if Tom can show you, but deep behind the wheel, the part of the rotor right there where my finger is pointing to, that is actually lighter than steel. And that's going to lower your rotating mass. And that is another MR specific. You can see here we have functional venting. The owner actually popped out the screen. So there was plastic screens here. The owner popped them out, and that's why I'm able to poke my finger in those slots. But that is functional. The rest of it coming down the line is going to be traditional Lancer styling. The MR comes with the sunroof. And one thing I don't know if Tom could show you, it's going to be difficult because it's sunny and the window's up, is the MR in the Evo 10 you could only get with a DSG transmission. So this is not a traditional manual, only a DSG setup. You could see that beautiful. I really love the Recaro seats, full leather. That's another MR specific, full leather Recaro seats. Remember, as the Evo came to an end, they stopped putting the Recaro seats in there. That was a way to cut costs those last final years. But this one has still the Recaro seats. Let's work our way out back. I do like the lower sills that the Evolution has. That's another nice touch. And those flared fenders, both at the back and the front, really gives it that aggressive look. Now, the MR was meant to be like somebody who was a little bit, maybe wanted a little bit more adult type styling. So instead of having the larger wing, this has a very nicely done kick-up spoiler here. That was something that was done on the MR during the Evo 10 series. I do like how clean the back is. There's the MR logo with the Evolution logo there. I do like the styling of the lenses with how they have the separate brakes and the turn signals. And then you have your diffuser down here with your dual exhaust setup in the back. 2 liters, all-wheel drive, These things are incredibly fast, especially with that DSG. The only problem with getting an MR is the DSG sometimes can overheat if you are doing a track day or an autocross event. That's something just to mention if you're looking at one of these. But anyways, if these are the types of cars you like to see on Raity's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. Thank you for subscribing. If you have been a subscriber, thank you. If you have not, go ahead, subscribe. These are the things that I'm bringing to you. Nice variety for everybody. If you haven't checked out RaitiesRides.com, my website, my Instagram, and my Facebook, check those out. Raities Rides, all original content all the time. Tom, I know you don't love this car that much, but thank you for allowing me to bring it to all the subscribers that do love these Evos. And like always, I'll see you on the next ride.